all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back on the Bossman Show, bringing back one of my brothers. I'm glad he's coming back now, weekly with the Jones, talking about the world of sports with me. It's my man, J.C. Smith. Bro, what is good, man?
What up, boss? Man, we back at it, man. 2020. Happy late New Year.
Yes, indeed. Happy late New Year. Well, bro, before we get started, tell the people, what have you been up to since we last talked to you on the show last April? What's new in your life, man? What you got going, promotions-wise, business-wise? Talk to us. Yeah.
Man, same old, man. Just maintaining, doing the promotions thing, doing the club thing, man. It's time to get back to what I know, man, the sports talk.
I hear that, bro. Well, let's get into it, man. The Memphis Grizzlies are competing for a playoff spot right now. That's something that we would not have expected when they hired Taylor Jenkins this offseason and the moves they made. So what's been the key to the Grizzlies' eighth spot in the playoff chase they got going right now? Is this Ja Morant, or is more than just Ja?
Hey, it's all about Ja. It's so crazy to see somebody that young to have such a control and impact, on the game, man. He has such a veteran presence at the age of 20. It's unreal, man. It seems like, I can't say it's 100% Ja. I'm gonna say 95% Ja, 5% front office. The front office, much maligned throughout the years with Chris Wallace in the past. But this current regime, they've made some smart decisions. You know, they made smart trades, they made smart draft picks, and all the pieces right now, they just seem to fit, man. And like you said, you know, this team is playing New York, you know, tonight up in Madison Square Garden, and if they win this game tonight, they'll be at 500. You know, and everybody was thinking it'd be a couple of years before the Grizz will be back, you know, in playoff contention. And right now, you have almost a 2.5 game cushion over the San Antonio Spurs, man. So the rebuilding process it definitely has sped up, and folks are excited here, man. And you know, I still think at the end of the day the Grizz will miss the playoffs, but if they do make it, you talk about first round matchup with the Lakers, like you have no idea how excited you know this city will be just for the opportunity. Of course, we're gonna lose to LA, but just to have a game 3 and a game 4 here at the FedEx Forum against the Lakers, a first round playoff matchup, man. No, a year ago, nobody would ever saw this happening. And now, you know, it's almost a reality.
Mine's of the good old grit and grind days was to come down to Memphis and it be, you know, live as can be outside the FedEx Forum, inside the FedEx Forum. You know, back to the old days because we ain't had too many exciting days in the FedEx Forum in a good long while.
Exactly, man. You know, it's a new regime. You know, grit and grind is over with, but just that excitement, you know, that, like I said, the way the Forum used to be for those big-time playoff games, like, you could feel that coming back, man. And like I said, if they make the playoffs this year, man, all 2 of those games, man, however many games we play at the Forum, you know it's going to be sold out, it's going to be packed, and it's going to be full of excited Grizz fans.
I got to make sure I give you some growl towels, too, while I'm there. One of my favorite pastimes. Give me some growl towels.
No doubt. No doubt, bro.
I got a bunch of them that I still use for hand towels today. Thank you, Grizzly fans and Grizzly Promotions. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Man.
Yeah, bro.
Well, bro, I know you are still supporting Dallas Cowboys. I have moved on from no to indifferent pastures, not caring no more. But they finally got rid of Captain Clapp and brought in Mike McCarthy. What are your thoughts on how they have handled firing Captain Clapp and bringing in now Mike McCarthy, who Aaron Rodgers cannot stand?
Well, you know, at first I wanted the Cowboys and Jerry Jones to make a splash hire. You know, maybe like a Urban Meyer or a Lincoln Riley. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at it, as far as, you know, a veteran proven coach who has a Super Bowl pedigree, you know, Mike McCarthy was the obvious choice. You know, I think you know, he was much criticized in Green Bay for his offense being dull or being predictable. But I think this year off, you know, really might have done Mike McCarthy some good and gave him an opportunity to kind of see the error in his ways. And I'm excited. You know, I really am, man. You know, I think you need, as long as there's a coach in place, Jerry Jones is always going to be there. Jerry Jones is always going to be the show. However, if you have a coach that you know is going to hold you accountable, you know, they knew with Jason Garrett, man, okay, Jason says this, but at the end of the day, Jerry's running the show. I think this time around, yeah, Jerry's still going to be in the mix. However, Mike McCarthy carries a certain level of respect. You know, this guy, he's won a ring before. You know, you couldn't say that about Jason Garrett as a coach. So he's going to come in, and I like the fact that Kellen Moore is going to be kept in place as the offensive coordinator. He's going to work with Mike McCarthy on calling plays. I think that was a very key holdover, you know, going forward, man. And I'm excited, man. Like, I feel like these guys are still in their prime. Dak, Zeke, you know, Amari, you know, you got to figure out what you're going to do as far as the money, the contracts for Dak and Amari. But if you can get all that worked out and keep a couple other free agents, get some new guys in, I mean, like I said, there is no reason why the Cowboys should not be a playoff team next year. You know, at this point, you should be a playoff team. And, you know, once you get in the playoffs, we'll see what happens. But I just, you know, overall, I'm excited about the coaching hire.
Do you feel like that it was kind of tampered down because of, I think it was a precondition. It's not been admitted as such. I think McCarthy had to take the job, but the idea of Kellen Moore had to be the OC. That was kind of like a precondition of his hire. Does that worry you to a degree that Jerry Jones pretty much said he's not going anywhere but you can have the job. But he got to be the OC and call the plays. Well, Mike McCarthy was a play caller in Green Bay and other stops before he got to Green Bay.
You know what? Like I said, having that year off for McCarthy after he got fired from Green Bay, I think he realized, hey, I need help. I can't do this, on my own. I can't call the plays. And why would you want to get rid of Kellen Moore anyway when he pretty much, called the plays that allowed the Cowboys to have the number one ranked offense in the NFL last year? So, all things being considered, like I think Mike McCarthy was going into it with the thought process of, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the offense is not broke. The defense needs help. You need to get some playmakers, some ball hawks in that secondary. And, but as far as, everything else, everything's in place, So I see Mike McCarthy coming in being just, a caretaker, a sheep herder, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Get the guys going in the right direction. There's not much you really have to tinker with, So you make a couple changes here and there. But for the most part, the Cowboys are a well-oiled machine on offense.
Now, what are your thoughts on the lack of black coaches in the NFL this cycle who got a chance to be hired? Ron Rivera is Latino. He's a minority. But for us, the black coaches, we're down to 3 of them now in the NFL from when we had a good high there for a while. And what are your thoughts on what needs to be done to the Rooney Rule and how the owners will only pretty much hire who they know or what they know? Not when I want to take a chance on a young African American coach like Mike Tomlin was given a chance to kind of grow into the job, or So, what are your thoughts on that?
Man, they definitely have to look into the Rooney Rule. I know Commissioner Goodell at the Super Bowl press conference, was saying, hey, there's definitely some things that we have to do to kind of work on that. Because for a while there, a few years ago, it seemed like the Rooney Rule was working out just fine. It was quite a multitude of black head coaches in the NFL. But like I say, those numbers have definitely dwindled down over the last few years. And, you have to give guys opportunities to show that, hey, they can be great head coaches, because you got guys like Eric Bieniemy, in Kansas City, helping to call plays with Andy Reid. He's the guy that is just screaming for a head coaching opportunity in the NFL. And you got a lot of other great, minority coordinators and position coaches. All those guys definitely deserve an opportunity. It's definitely concerning when a special teams coach from New England, the year prior can now be the Giants head coach, with no head coaching experience and no experience really coordinating or calling plays that much. So, it's definitely something, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they have to figure out a way, to give guys more opportunity, especially not only head coaching, but general managers. We only have 2 black general managers in NFL now. So, definitely something needs to be done about that as well, man, going forward.
Yes, indeed. I just feel like, it's kind of like in like the regular workforce, CEOs hire who they're comfortable with or who they know. And it's that good old boy system still. People say it's not, but it really is. It's not stopped. It's no matter what industry you're in, there's a typical good old boy system, no matter what industry. And you got to crack the code and be one of the ones they choose, per se, to uplift. It's always a token one or two they choose to uplift. Is you and I both know that. So it's like, it's just it's change of mindset. But you know how it is, man. It's hard to get hardened people who are rich and famous and successful in their own right to change how they think after all these years.
Absolutely. Like you said, the good old boys network, you hire who you're familiar with. Like I said, something's got to give, man. Something's got to change. And, NFL, they always seem to be the last ones to get on board with everything there as far as, minority hires and things of that nature. But something's got to give, man.
Last one we got today, talk about on the show today, which is the Super Bowl, of course, is this week. Chiefs and the 49ers. What are your thoughts on the game? Who's going to come out with the victory, brother?
Man, funny you should ask, man. It seems like to me right now, of course, Vegas we're giving the Chiefs like a 1.5 point favorite right now. As far as the betting lines, yeah. So I'm sure it's gonna probably change, not by much though, by game time. But it just seems to me, man, the 49ers is overall, yeah, the Chiefs are flashy on offense, all those weapons, of course, all-world Patrick Mahomes, man, a guy's gonna get $40 million a year when it's all said and done. But just overall, to me, if I had to put any money down or I had to bet on it, the 49ers overall have a better team. When you look offense, defense, special teams, Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have to do much with that running attack. If they can run the ball, the Chiefs don't have the greatest, defense in the world, especially run defense. There's some holes there. I feel like the 49ers will control the clock, and they're going to just pound the ball, man. And I think your boy, Cal Shanahan, from his time when he was a coordinator with the Falcons during that Super Bowl run, when he was criticized for, not running the ball towards the end and try to kill that clock, I think he learned a lesson from that. And he's going to find a way to dominate the clock and time of possession. They're going to run the ball down the Chiefs' throat, man. And I think the 49ers win the game, man. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I see a score like maybe 24-20, man, 24-17, something like that.
For his role in the Atlanta choke fest, I hope he loses. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs based on that alone. For his role in the Atlanta choke fest. So just on that alone, I'm going with the Chiefs because yes, they have the better team. The Chiefs have the best player. That's what. Because think about it. Sometime with the Patriots, the Patriots wouldn't have the best team. They had the best player.
Exactly.
So that's kind of why I'll go with that one, but it's more personal than it is on the field. So I'm going to just be honest about that. So with that alone, I'm going with the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes and I have issues as well based on some of his comments that I've learned about and how he chooses to act that I won't get into today. But it's the lesser of two evils. I will go with the Chiefs.
Exactly, bro. I hate to say it, man, but I think the 49ers about to get their 6th ring, man. And, it's the NFL 100th anniversary season. It only seems right. Seems fitting that the 49ers will win on Sunday, man.
Well, I was just happy the Tigers lost. That made me very happy. I couldn't deal with that if that happened. My God. Because I need my talking point. All y'all known for is coming up 1 yard short and going 8-8. That's all y'all known for. Yeah. 8-8 and 1 yard short.
Them Titan fans getting a little bit too big for their britches, man. They really, really thought that they were a team of destiny and they were going to Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, somebody told them wrong. Hey, bro.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Glad to have you back, man. We'll talk to you next week, brother. Have a good Super Bowl weekend. We'll talk to you, man.
Boss, man. Hey, it's all about you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Anytime.
No doubt for that. J.C. Smith on the Bossman Show, people.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today, True Speech and 313 Fresh, Family Grind ENT. Believe in it, get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine. When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.